Hey everybody, I'm just trying out a new microphone I picked up tonight here, and I just want to see how it works and whatnot. So I'm just going to be on here and just try and see what's going on and see who's out there. I got a video that I'm rendering that I'm going to be uploading, so I just figure see what's going on while I'm killing some time. And I'm trying to get, like I said, I'm trying to get some people's opinions of the voice quality, see if it's better, because the other microphone I was using was an old Toner TN12449, I think it was, or whatever, and it crapped out on me. And so I don't know if anybody's even watching yet. I'm trying to get this all going here, and probably should have done all this before. But like I said, I'm just really, and probably should have done all this before. Hey Raul, like I said, I'm just really, hang on there, bud. I'm and probably should have done all this before. Hey Raul, like I said, I'm just yeah, I know, I gotta go mute that. Hang on there, bud. I'm see if that works. There we go. Hey, old hippie, what's going on, buddy? It might be the tinny, might be the broadcast itself. We got some storms going on here, so we might be having some issues with that. But overall, I just, like I said, I'm trying out a new microphone. I just picked up a new Q1U from Samsung. It's a USB microphone. It's a little bit more of a condensed mic, but like I said, I originally had an older mic, anyways, and it was better than the webcam mic. But like I said, that one crapped out. It was a cheap one. I paid less than 20 bucks for it when I first got it. It lasted me a while. I stepped it up a little bit and went and got this one here. I picked this one up for like 64 bucks, I think it was. And you know. So what's going on, Raul? How's the new job coming along? Yeah, I'm rendering a video for, I just uploaded tonight that's going to be going on YouTube. It's for foggers. I know there's been a few people that have already got a few of them out there already, but it was sent to me. I'm gonna do what I have to do, you know, for people when they send me the juice. I try to get as many as I can out there, and my work schedule doesn't always work with my flexibility, but I do what I can. Thank you. It does sound a lot better than the original microphone that I was using last week. I'm trying to get it all straightened up for tomorrow night before I go live tomorrow night. Sweet, dude. I'm glad you enjoy it. Hey, Luigi, how you doing tonight? Yeah, I can play with the sounds onto this one now, which I couldn't before. I was, like I said, it was just a cheap microphone, but it was better quality than the webcam mic. Even my C920 has a terrible microphone on that thing. And then I even tried the microphone on the laptop to see how that one would work, and that one was like, it sounded like you were at McDonald's. So long time no see. We actually got a couple people in here. You guys want anything to talk about or anything? Like I said, I'm just killing some time while I'm running a couple videos here, and like I said, I'll be releasing that one tonight for all 4 flavors. And it's my end of the week tonight, so thank God for that. It was a long week, but I got a nice bonus coming, so that's all right. We broke a record for the last 3 months. We've broken records for sales, and our overall for the quarter, which is ended today, we broke that record also. So, you know, like I said, we've been slamming that work. Anybody, you know, if you guys been watching, I've only been able to do a couple videos a week plus the live show because just the work schedule has just been so crazy. And like I said, we've been just humping, and I'm glad that, you know, and I want it to continue. I I like that extra money. So Raul, did you was it you that got the new job, or am I thinking I think it was you that said you got the new job, right? Actually, the only one that I really have enjoyed for cereal vapes lately, a lot of them have that lemon pledge taste and everything. The one I just tried tonight that I did on the video was from Four Foggers. That one's actually a pretty good vape. It's not that overpowering. Yeah, you got the new job for working for solar something or another, right? Solar power, yeah. Cool, dude. That's awesome. Congratulations. Yeah, I remember you posting it. I just, like I said, it was just, I couldn't remember, but yeah, or like I said, I do remember that you did post that onto there. Very, very cool. Solar City, that was the name I was thinking of. Now, are they in New York or are they in Connecticut? Hey, Devin, what's going on, buddy? Long time no see. You haven't been out here for a while. All right, so where are you located, though? Are you in the New York one, or are you in both of them? I got the pop filter. I'm not using it tonight. I'm just like I said, I'm just really just hooked this up just to try it out for the sound. I've been playing with the adjustments onto it and whatnot. It's owned by the guy who owns Test. Really? That's cool. Been doing, I mean, and solar is the way to go for anybody, you know. I've been looking at it for my house here, but I'm looking only a couple more years to be in this state altogether, and I'm going south, so I really don't want to put too much into here. All right, dude. You haven't been last. I think it's been about a month since you did a last review, but I'm glad to see you getting some juices now to start reviewing again because I like to see you out there. Nice. Okay, so you're right on. You're basically right into Westchester, so you're going to be bordering both New York and Connecticut, right? Hey, Jabber. Yeah, I know. I've been busy also, but you know what? It's better to be busy than not without having any work whatsoever. So look at it always as a positive. We've been crazy busy at my place too. Like I said earlier there, and you know, that's why I've only been able to do a couple of videos a week and then do the live show. Don't have the time. How you doing there tonight, Jabber? Yeah, Luigi. If you're looking here, this the Washington, I believe it is. Yeah, the Washington is the cereal vape. I blew through this today. This is a 15 mil. That's all I got left into it. And like I said, it's a decent one. 15 milliliter bottle over there is $9.99. A 30 milliliter bottle, I think, is something like 17, which isn't too bad. And then if you use YouTube 15, you'll get 15% off, or IG 15, you'll get 15% off. So you should, Devin. It's you know, I have a passion for it. I mean, I have, you know, I go crazy when I'm just so busy at work that I can't get out there, because I used to be out there 4 or 5 times a week throwing up a video, and I can't do it lately. All right, man. I'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. So the microphone sounds pretty good, though. It's not tinny or anything. Like I said, it might get some tinny only because we got some thunderstorms going on, and I know it came over the radio, the thing with that little you know, sign the blasting thing they're saying that there's a storm coming through. So yeah, we'll definitely see you tomorrow night. Definitely on there, that Raul. I really appreciate you stopping by. You have a good night, man. Have a good day tomorrow too. Tomorrow's my day off. Ah, thank God. Cool. I'm glad that it's really clear. It's like I said, I paid a little extra for it, but I needed to upgrade anyways. And the other microphone that I had on there, I had it about 8 months, and I only paid like $20 for it on Amazon. So this one, like I said, it just started dying out, and I was trying different ones. You know, like I said, I tried the one on the laptop. I tried the one off my webcam for my C920, and I even tried one of my old webcams to see how that one was. They were all crap. So I just broke down, and I just went and got this one. Yeah, I think it's the faster uploaders. I think it's because we're having the thunderstorm, so it's we got thunder and lightning going on and whatnot out there. So it's I think we got a lot of that. What might be causing the problem onto that? Because I've had all within the last month and a half. I've had the whole house rewired. I've had a brand new router, new modem. Everything's all new throughout the whole thing. I had my buddy, which is an IT guy, went through and I had him check everything through my computer. Everything's good onto that. So I'm just thinking it's probably due to the storm tonight. Yeah, I know. I lived out in San Bernardino. I'm going back almost 20 years, actually longer than that now, about almost 30 years ago. I lived in San Bernardino, I lived in Chino, and then I lived in San Diego for a while. If you're looking for for iStick 30, you could probably go with a, you have, there's a couple of them out there. You can even go with the Atlantis version 2. Anything you're only going to be running, if you're only going to be running an iStick 30, anything with a 0.5 ohm coil, you can get really a lot of different tanks. But as long as if you're running to like a 0.5, you should be all right on any of those if you're running a 0.5 ohm on your tanks. Yes, absolutely. When I was out there, like I said, I'm in Connecticut. I'm originally from Connecticut. I moved out there. I have a brother that's still out in San Bernardino. I have a couple nieces and nephews out there. Hey, Nate. Nate, I got your email the other day, and just be looking in your mail next week. I got something coming out to you. Again, you could use an RDA onto them, but I wouldn't go anything lower than a 0.5 again onto it, because you don't, I mean, that's only a 30 watt. You're not going to really have a lot of amperage onto that. You got EG. Stay tuned for my review. Cool, dude. I'll be looking for it. Hey, so yeah, Nate, like I said, I got your email, and I got you a little something something coming towards you. Yeah, and David, I do have a video out there that I'm doing. Actually, I'm giving away a RDA, an aromathizer RDA, but I'm also giving away some juice with it. I'm giving you cotton with it. I'm giving away some Canthol 28 gauge and some coilers. So go over and check that out and enter in onto it. Hey, you never know. You might end up with it. Who knows? I got you, buddy, Nate. I know what it's like. So, if I can help you out any way I can, I want to. I mean, I want to help as many people. I don't want to see anybody have to go back to going to cigarettes. I don't want to see that. I'd rather be able to help you if I can. Yeah, like I said, I got that video rendering. It's probably going to be, with the weather going on tonight and everything, who knows? By the time it uploads to there, it might be another hour. Who knows? But like I said, I just really want to, touch base, Try out the microphone, see how that works, how that sounded. Yeah, that I'm doing that giveaway also. That's going to be going off onto that for the RDA and stuff like that. That's going to be going on April 9th. But make sure you tune in tomorrow night because we have the 50 milliliter bottle of Red Rock Vapor. You guys will be able to pick out your choose of your flavor, of your nicotine, of your mix. You'll send that all to me, and I'll send it over to Red Rock. I'll send whoever wins. And then I also got another giveaway for some more e-juice and maybe some cotton or something. But tune in tomorrow. You never know. There's going to be at least a couple giveaways. I'm trying to do a couple giveaways a week if I can. There's going to be at least one every Friday night. Will be a winner announced. So even when I announce the giveaway on a Monday for Red Rock, and if you guys are watching during the show, that's great. But if you don't, you can watch the replay. You can see who won, and if you won, you have 7 days anyways from when I draw it. So, like I said, just be tuning in because I'm working on it. A couple other things. I maybe have a couple other vendors that might be coming in to come on board and doing some giveaways also. I got some vendor spotlights coming up. Joe from Red Rock, hopefully in a couple weeks, he's might be coming onto the show also. You guys will be able to bounce some questions off of him. He's out in Las Vegas, and they've been so busy, so he's hiring a couple other free up his time. And like he said, he would definitely want to come out to the show and talk to you guys also. So be watching out and try to get some questions ready. Find out what's going on out there with any of the Safada chapters that's out there in Vegas. What's going on out there with CASA? What's going on with taxes? Anything like that on the West Coast, like where Jabber is out in Los Angeles. You can always, pipe in, ask what's going on in your area. You know what I mean? So that's what I said. So be looking out for that. And then I definitely have a couple other vendors that want to come on board also. Yeah, Luigi, this is a 70-30 mix, but I mean, I'm running the Crown Tank on this here, and you can see the clouds that it's blowing. It's very good, and it's got great flavor, and it's a very decent cereal flavor for the price. I got my beer tonight. This show is sponsored by Mug Root Beer. Oh. Yeah, like I said, I didn't really have much going on. I just really wanted to come out there and see who was out, see who wanted to talk. Any of you guys want to even come on? I'll send you a link. Yeah, that's for sure. I got another Crown Tank that's going to be coming up soon. That might be about a month out or so, but I have a brand new Crown Tank that was sent to me that I'll be doing a giveaway with that also. I got 3 Crown Tanks that I use daily, and because I mean I usually have 7, 8 different mods. I mean I have 2 of them right here right now that I'm running crowns on my E-Leaf 100 and then this Kingston 100 watt. And I love my Crown Tanks. They're awesome. Hey Bert, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, I had it. My other one kind of crapped out on me. Hey Julie, how you doing? You ready to sing us a song yet? Hey Julie, I'll get your package out tomorrow. Today was my last day of the week, so I'll get that shipped out tomorrow, and I'll send you the. Why not? You're getting ready, right? But everything going good though with the voice and everything. Oh come on, Bert! I'll get you on the show tomorrow night. You can try to sing us a few songs. Yeah, hon, I'm sorry I haven't gotten a chance. It's just been so crazy busy, and by the time I get ready to go to work and everything, I'm missing the post office because I got to get to work. And so, but it'll be tomorrow's my day off, so I'll get it out and I'll send you the tracking with that. Well, okay. So, how much longer you think? I mean, I'm not rushing. I'm just, what they did they give you any kind of timeline of how long it could be, or is it just depending on how well you heal up? That's okay though. Don't get upset about that. You still get stuck because it is you got a progression that you have to go. But just stay on the positive, and I'm always sending the positive vibes and the prayers to you, hon. No, Nate, it's a USB. It's the Samsung Q1U. I picked it up at Best Buy down where I am here, $62. It wasn't bad. I mean, like I said, the other one I picked up, the one I have been using before it crapped out, it was only a $20 microphone that I picked up on Amazon. All right, Luigi, we'll see you definitely tomorrow night, and thank you for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Another week. Cool. I wanted to ask you too, and I mean, it's nothing really major, but I'm just on for the operation there. I know they've been doing a lot of the things with what is the word I'm thinking of? A lot of the singers use it, where they like a lot of the models they use it for like blowing up their lips and stuff like that. But they shoot this stuff into your throat, so it actually kind of closes it off, so it allows all the vocal cords to reheal. Is that something that they had to do under that also? I can't think of the word I'm thinking of. I want to say lipo, but it isn't lipo. It's where they're adding. They Botox. I think that's what it's called there. Where they a lot of singers actually do it when you don't see them for a while. They have that done, and what it is they have that done, and it closes up on their throat, so it allows their vocal cords to actually go back to where they have to be, because when they're singing and they're doing what they're doing for so hard, they're actually straining themselves so bad. Fiber optics, fusion, Botox, yeah, cool. But yeah, definitely take your time with it, and but I'm glad to see, and definitely stay positive on everything. They had to recreate it. Wow, bless you. That's all I could say. Bless you, hon. Hey, Terminator, how you doing tonight, buddy? That would be really cool, Nate. That would be really cool. You're a big supporter with everyone. Hey, Hack, what's going on, buddy? You want to pop on, Hack? Sure, I'll send you in, Hack, a link. Give me a second. All right, you guys should have the links over there. I see, Bert.
Yeah, it does.
Shades on.
Oh yeah. I got a little bit of a just battling a migraine earlier today.
Yeah, Julie, I see Brian's been making some. Actually, I sent him over a couple different recipes to try out also. He's going to be trying to make some. Did you get that there, Heck?
For some reason, I'm getting sound like a weird feedback, but I think that might have been, I just muted the live stream.
Yeah, that's what you had. I had to mute mine also.
Yeah, because hearing myself talking is really weird.
Yep. All right. Thanks, Devin, for stopping in. I really appreciate it, man. I'll be looking for it on Saturday for sure. If you got time tomorrow night, stop on. We're around at 11 o'clock Eastern time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you guys just popped in. I was uploading a video that I had shot for 4 Foggers, and I'm rendering that, and we got some storms going on, so it might be a little. So I figured I'd get out here and just hop on and shoot the shit with everybody.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's storming down here in Alabama a good bit.
Yep.
What's up, Jake?
What's up, buddy?
Not much.
You doing okay?
Actually, I got some awesome news. I think. Well, I think it's awesome.
I thought you were gonna save that for tomorrow night.
I am. I'm just teasing it. I'm not gonna tell you what it is yet, but I'll make you wonder what it is and come back tomorrow.
Nice.
Cool. Hey, Bert, did you? I talked to Mark. Did he send you the tracking, or because he was supposed to either going to send it to me? He's been working like 16-hour days the last few days, so he said he would get it.
No, I haven't gotten anything from anybody.
Okay, well, maybe he'll send it to me. But he messaged me. I think it was yesterday, and
Okay.
he said it was either going to be today or tomorrow that he'll be getting out. But with the job that he does, he's been working 16 hours a day, so he's been slammed.
Dude, I fully understand, and not a big deal. Just get it out when it gets it out. If he sends me the tracking, cool. If not, it'll get here when it gets here.
Yeah, no, even if he sends it to me, I'll send it over to you.
Awesome.
Wow, I didn't know that you majored in music. That is really cool. Right in your home state too.
Now I take it, Julie. Is Julie a singer, or did she just have problems with her vocal cords?
She had some other issues that I don't want to bring up onto here.
Understandable.
If you followed Julie on over in the Vape Dome and even on Facebook, you would have known what was going on. I don't like to bring all that up, what happened and everything like that, but she had to have an operation and whatnot.
Okay. No, enough said. Enough said.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I did not know Julie from Facebook before. Sorry to say. But,
yeah.
Julie, I do wish you the best of luck in a speedy and full recovery.
Yeah.
It was definitely not her fault what happened. And God was with her for her to be with us today.
Good.
Goodness.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think I have heard something about this from somewhere, but I'm not going to say what I think it might be. But if it is who I think it is and what I think it is, you're right.
Yep. Julie's an awesome person, and like I said, if you guys aren't, I mean, I know, I think Jake, you're over in Vaporium, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, you should check out Vape Dome. I don't know if you ever have or not, but Julie's she's the main person there, and great. It's another great community.
Oh, awesome. You said it's Vape Dumb, like with a D?
Yeah, Julie, can you pop the link into the chat?
Yeah, Julie, if you can.
Yeah, Julie, I'd be actually interested in joining it, and I will come over there and sing for you if you wish.
Yeah, she's the master admin. That's right. That was the word I was looking for. She's the master admin.
Yes, my lord.
That's right. Bowder.
Oh wait, I just T-bowed. Damn it. Uh, yeah, is Vapedom, is it kind of like my Vaporium in a way? You know, for a group of guys, you know, vapors to get together, chill out, relax with
Yep.
hangouts and such.
Yep. I don't know if you do you have the hangouts over there, Julie, also? But I know it's a great community. I don't, like I said, I don't get the opportunity to be in there, but when I do, you know, you see people always in there asking questions, getting questions answered right away. Um, it's just I mean, great people, and a lot of them
Right.
that, you know, because some of the other places, and I'm not saying anything because I'm members of other groups, but some of the other groups, they kind of get clicky. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not to mention any names. My Vaporium does get very clicky. I mean, I was a, I was a part of my Vaporium for a bit, but yeah, it's like being in high school again. It's just, you know.
Exactly, and but like I said, it's there's a few groups out there, and that's exactly what they do. They become very cliquey, and I still support it because there is still a lot of good in those groups, and
Oh yeah.
I still stay in there. But I just and when they start, you know, doing other things, I have to back out because I don't want to say things that might hurt some people's feelings.
Right. Yeah, to be honest with you, I have nothing against my Vaporium. I have nothing against the people in there. It's just when you would go in there and, you know, they'd be off talking to themselves, and you try to say something and like, yeah, who are you? Or better, you know, example is when I started to do reviews. One guy in there said, "Oh, you're blah blah blah. You're crap. You suck. You shouldn't do this. It's you know, dime a dozen. You blah blah blah." I'm like, "Oh, gee, you know, awesome. Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Fuck yourself."
where's the support? Exactly. Like I said, I'm not, you know, I'm not pointing any fingers at anyone, but I know there's been a few times that a few of them, I'm not going to mention any names, that said, "Well, you have such a low subscriber count. You're not even to be mentioned. You know, you're not in anybody's thoughts.
Right.
What
I
makes you
actually,
that?"
I actually earlier today I went to my local vape shop down here, and somebody was asking me about my YouTube. I'm like, yeah, I've got, you know, 272 something subscribers now, or almost 275 subscribers.
Hmm.
And there was a guy in the shop who's like, dude, that's such a low sub count. What are you doing? You suck. Nobody, you know, even knows you. I just looked at him and says, dude, first off, I've only been doing it for like 3 months.
Yep.
I like to see you put together a YouTube channel and in 3 months have almost 300 subs. Please go for it.
Yeah. I'll be in August. Will be my 3 years of doing YouTubes, and I just hit 1,800 last week.
And
I'm not.
congratulations again on that.
Thank you. Like I said, I'm not looking for. I mean, yeah, I want as many subscribers as I can get because I want to help as many people as I can.
Exactly.
But you know what? If you know, I'm doing it organically, and I'm, you know, if it takes me whatever, I'm happy with the crew I have, and
Right.
I mean, and everybody's always welcome, and I'm, you know, if I can help someone, and just like you guys have the biggest hearts as well. It doesn't matter if you have 5 subscribers or 5,000 or 50,000. It doesn't matter. If you're doing a positive thing, you know,
Right.
whatever it is, you're helping people. It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna tell you
Exactly.
one thing. I'm gonna tell you one thing, Tommy and Jesus. Um,
Yes.
the funny
Yeah.
thing is if you look at y'all's videos, you look at my videos. When I post a video, within a day, I have almost as many views as I do subscribers. Okay.
Yep.
Right.
Then you look at some of these big subscribers that have 20, 30, 40, 50,000 subscribers. You know how many views they get in a
Like
week?
10%.
They get like, one guy gets 1,000 views a video, you know, or a week on this video, and then you got
Yeah.
50,000. Sometimes numbers just don't quite add up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, then again, I think YouTube also updated their algorithm And I've actually heard quite a bit about this, but they updated the algorithm, and there's been a problem with videos not coming up. Like, say, if I sub to you, Tommy,
Yeah.
you put out a video, it won't actually show up in my queue. It won't notify me that you have a new video up for
Yep.
whatever reason.
I mean, that could be it. But
I don't know.
it just kind of seems weird sometimes. But I know one thing too is what did they do? YouTube does something that they can pretty much catch if they're not real subscribers or whatever. And even if those like not real subscribers try to watch the video or something like that, it doesn't get counted or something. So
I don't know. That's the first I've heard of that.
Hey,
But
man, you are right. A lot of people do subscribe because of the giveaways, but I do a lot of giveaways, and it's not to get people, because you know what? If I had 100 people, I'd still be doing this. I get a lot of stuff because of the amount of people I do have for subscribers, and because of my name, because I do also a lot of written reviews also. Okay, so I have a lot of different contacts, so I do get a lot of stuff. That's why I'm always doing giveaways. What am I going to do with it, first of all?
yeah.
That's why I enjoy it. If I can help one person get off those stinkies, that to me is the most, to me, I don't care. It doesn't matter. I know I'm helping someone, just like you guys are, and we are putting out good content. It's not like Terminator said. People have higher expectations with the subscribers, but the lower base subscribers also have better topics, in my opinion.
Right.
No,
a cool thing that I get on my channel, and I'm sure y'all do as well. It's kind of, it makes you feel good about it, because a lot of the comments I get on my videos, people asking questions, stuff like that, and then I get a lot of them where people are like, hey, you're not a big YouTube channel, but I love your channel over a lot of the other big channels. I think it's because some of these smaller channels, I think people see that you're authentic and you're being real, and like I could copy and cut videos up and stuff and try to make them as short as possible and try to do all that, but I like doing it like off the cuff, and where people get to see a real review, somebody that's actually talking to you about the products. I like on my Aspire Toledo tank, people were praising it. Almost every freaking reviewer was praising that tank. I didn't have the same experience, and I told people in my video, it's a decent sub-on tank. Would I spend the money to buy it? No, I wouldn't. If I could do it again, I wouldn't. I just don't get the great experience like everybody else does. And I think people, when they see someone being authentic about stuff, that's where you get some real loyal subscribers from.
Absolutely.
I think the term you're looking for is it's more personable.
Yeah.
Yes, and you are right, Manny. A lot of them do just subscribe just for the giveaways. And again, I don't have, when I do a giveaway, I only usually get 5, 6 extra subscribers. I don't get a lot of them that have dropped off. They stay on. And that's, like I said, I don't have a big subscriber count, but a lot of them just don't, after the giveaway, they don't, disappear.
Right.
They've stayed there.
Yeah.
Well, and you can tell a lot in the people that comment on your videos and stuff like that. You have that loyal subscriber count, and that's what makes it, man. Like I would rather have a channel that has like what I have, like even under 500. I would rather have under 500 subscribers. If I get a crap ton of comments and people asking questions and stuff like that, I would rather have that than a channel that has 20,000 subscribers, only get 500 views and no one saying nothing.
Yeah, exactly. I like the way you're doing your videos with the music and everything there. Heck, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a couple other things that's cool. That's why I like, I went out in that intro that I got made. I didn't personally make it. I actually went to someone that does that, and
Yep.
I didn't. It wasn't cheap to make, and it took the guy a good 3 weeks of working on it to do because he did all this modeling stuff on it and stuff like that. So I've tried to put back into my channel.
Yep.
What you
And
get out of it, yeah.
yeah, and I just want to make it a pleasurable experience for someone that's watching it.
Exactly.
Oh, it's like,
Thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate it. I hope you can get a chance to stop in tomorrow night.
yeah, Shane, please come by tomorrow and hang out with us, and as we sit up here and talk and have a good time.
Well, it's hard now because on Friday nights, there's been a lot of different shows. I mean, it starts off usually like fresh around 8 o'clock, and then there's Gizzard Stew has been popping in, and Dirty Devo, and I think even then with ours here, and I think there's actually Rin, I think, is actually going to probably try to do one tomorrow night too. So it gives a lot of people a lot of different options.
Yeah.
But I haven't tried the Dead Mod yet either.
Yeah, but you say there's a lot of other people doing shows on Friday nights. That's actually in a way a good thing because competition breeds,
Yep.
it forces people to get better.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I know a few weeks ago there was somebody that it's over on the other side of the pond that had a Friday night show and kind of got butthurt.
Uh-oh.
And about other people having a show on Friday night. Well,
Please,
that's not a bad thing. Like you said, competition, just being able to give people content. It doesn't matter like I said, of who the favorite is or anything like that.
To be honest with you, I mean, I used to host a show on Vapors.tv.
Yep.
And it didn't matter if I had 100 people in the room or I had 4 people in the room. I still did my show. Why? Because I had a message that I was trying to put out there. I had something I wanted to say, and regardless of how many people were watching, I was still getting it out to those people.
Yeah. Terminator, depending on what the topic is, if it's a good topic, we've had some that, we had one when we had Vaping Minuteman on there and everything. It went like 4 hours, and it was a lot of it was about advocacy and whatnot. And then other times, like last Friday night, we probably hit like 7 different topics. But we ended up going almost 2 hours for the show.
Yeah.
Was it really?
Was awesome, man. I had so much fun.
Was it really 2 hours?
Yeah, it was actually an hour and 52 minutes, actually.
Good Lord. I mean, it felt like it was just, oh, here's a link. Okay, show's over. What the hell?
Yeah, it felt so fast, man. Like last week, I think everybody was really firing on all 8 cylinders. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was bringing good stuff to the table. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Hey, Tommy, he gives me too much credit. He gives me 8 cylinders. He doesn't realize I'm part Polish, so it's more like maybe 6 or 4 cylinders.
I was thinking maybe 3 or 5.
Yeah, there you go.
I was rounding up, okay? I was counting for the height difference.
Yeah, there you go. I was thinking too. I always forget people's names, man. But I'm subscribed to him now. But he's on the panel usually every week. He's got not Sean, the other guy's got glasses. Joe, is that it?
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah. That guy, he's got good content, man.
Yes, he does. He really does.
And I was impressed. I was like, man, this dude really goes over everything. He's got really good content, man. I think he's going to pick up soon.
Yep. Yeah. He's been doing a show on Saturdays also with a guy over on the other side of the pond from over in the UK, and on Saturday afternoon I usually end up catching the replay onto it. But eventually, that gentleman, I can't remember his name either off the top of my head, but if he's trying to come over, because at 11 o'clock over here, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning over there.
Right. Yeah.
But, he's interested in coming on. Tonight, I'm just vaping on all the stuff that I was doing the review on of all the different four foggers. the different ones there, the Jefferson, the Washington, the Hamilton, and Franklin. And they're all decent uses. I mean, a couple of them. The one that I had some problems with was like the Franklin. It was a cheesecake peanut butter and toasted pie crust. That one had kind of a funky taste right at the end of it. You know what I put into the video that way also. I mean,
let me guess. It kind of had a
taste.
What's that?
The peanut butter seemed to have a weird taste to me.
Yeah,
to
a
me,
lot of them. Go ahead, bud.
I was going to say, to me, cheesecake has a weird taste to it most of the time.
All depends on what's blended with it. Yeah, especially when you're getting the peanut butter with that chocolate. Chocolate alone is kind of a funky one because a lot of times you can vape on a chocolate and it'll just smell just like bad breath, man. I don't know what's in it. I don't know if it's the milky part that they're putting in, but it gives you that nip. And then peanut butter is another one, but I found one that I'd gotten from, I want to say it was Vape Wild. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Vape Wild. They had one that they put a little bit of hazelnut in with that.
Yeah.
It brought that peanut butter right out. It popped. It was awesome.
I was going to say, I did a review for one juice by Moshi Vapes a while back, and I think it was called Rosdale, but it was the hazelnut chocolate flavor, and oh my God, it tasted so good.
Yeah. Thank you, Jabber. That was very nice. I really appreciate that. Did you happen to see what Jabber put into the chat?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Just looked at it, man. Thanks so much, Jabber, man. That's so awesome. That really makes it, because sometimes I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all, especially the ones in the chat, and tell y'all, because I know some of y'all in the chat are subscribed to me too. You know, doing YouTube videos and having a family and work and all that, sometimes you just don't want to make a video, you know, and and I go back and I look at some of my previous videos and stuff, and I always see people commenting, and they're just such good people, man, and it really pushes me to want to put videos out, because I have people ask me all the time, hey, you might come across this, and to be honest with you, man, I haven't gotten any. I think I've gotten one thing as a sample to review. I buy everything out of pocket, which it's not, you know, I do it because I enjoy it. And, you know, so sometimes when the people are like, hey, you know, are you interested in reviewing this, you know, you know, they're so good, and they always come back and they like my videos and comment and stuff, and they always watch every one of them. It just makes me push to want to be able to go pick that up for that one person to review it. Right. So they know that I'm going to be honest with them, and they'll know if they need to buy it. You know what I'm saying? So thank you so much for saying that and sticking with us on it.
Thank you. Yes, thank you very much.
Hey, folks.
Casper.
What's going on, bud? The other guy is Vaping Bert. Vaping Bert.
What's up? Tattooed Bert.
Tattooed Bert, Vaping Bert.
Vaping Bert, Vaping Jesus, whatever. It all works.
Yeah, it is. Usually when I see it, and I do it to myself a lot of times, I'll see you when I'm watching your videos, I'll go, hey, Bert.
Yeah, dude, I've gotten the Bert and Ernie jokes ever since like second or third grade. Hey, Bert, where's Ernie? I finally got tired of the hey, Bert, where's Ernie? So my response was, I ate him. I got tired of the voice and I ate him.
Yep.
You know, I was curious, Tommy, because I kind of came in a little bit later because I just happened to see that you were live, and I was like, oh, hell, let's go jump in and see what he's doing. But what you said you got a new mic. What did you get?
I ended up picking up the Samsung Q1U.
Ah, okay.
It's a USB one.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Cool, man. Yep. Sounds good for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, I was using I'm trying to think, it was a Toner 14T299 or something like that. It was the one I picked up on Amazon, I don't know, 6 to 8 months ago or whatever. And it was all right. And then that one started dying out on me. And then I even tried the microphone onto the computer, the one off my webcams, and those were just terrible. Even my one off my Logitech C920, a nice video camera, but its microphone is just crap.
Yeah.
By the way, Jabber says Jesus Bert.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, I have to do this now. Hold on one second. I have to do this.
You know, I really wanted to, after this tax season, I really wanted to go out and buy a nice DSLR and
All right,
get a microphone set up, and just couldn't get to it right yet.
Yep.
But
All
we're gonna get there.
You want Jesus Bert? I'll give you Jesus Bert.
Like I said, I always try to put back into my what I'm doing for content. I mean, this past year alone, since the beginning of this year, I've had my computer rebuilt. I've bought all new lighting. I've had the whole house rewired. I've had to buy the modem, the router. You know, like I said, I want to give you guys the best quality of picture, the sound, and try to give you guys as much product as I can give you. And the reason why I do so many different juice reviews is I know a lot of people say, a lot of people don't watch them. But you know what? There's a lot of people that still do watch them. And because no matter what device you have, if you don't have juice, I mean, and there's two roads to this, but if you don't have juice, well, does it matter what device you have?
You're
So,
right.
and when I give it to you, like when I release this video tonight, you'll see that. I mean, I didn't give them all spectacular numbers. I just try to show people what there is, and hopefully it finds something that somebody says, that sounds good, let me try it. And that's all it is. And if they find something and they say, wow, that was really good, and then they find something that gets them off the stinkies, I've succeeded.
Right.
You know, I've had one guy on one review I did left me a comment saying, hey, you know, I tried this juice you recommended. It sucks. You gave it a good review. It sucks.
Yeah. And
like,
everybody is right. Everybody's taste is different. Absolutely correct. But at least, I mean, and when I don't judge by how much I like it. I judge it by what the profile is. If it matches to what their profile is, that's how I judge what a juice is.
There's been several juices that not exactly in my wheelhouse that I've reviewed. There are juices that I didn't particularly care for, like a blueberry vapes. I don't do blueberry.
Blueberry is hard.
But this one company had a juice. It was a blueberry crumble, like a blueberry pastry. Asked me, they sent me some juice, and they sent me a little bottle and said, hey, would you mind trying this out? Let us know what you think, yada, yada, yada. I said, okay, not a problem. I tried out the juice. I'm like, okay, this, I'm not exactly a huge blueberry fan, but, it does taste like what it's supposed to be. So I did a review on it. They didn't ask me to do a review. They just said, hey, kind of beta test this a little bit for us. Let us know what you think in private. Okay. I ended up did a review on it, and I think in the review I even said, blueberry's not my main vape. It's not an all-day vape for me, but for what this is, for what it's supposed to be, yeah, I would give this a 9 out of 10. If you like blueberry vapes, check this out.
Yep. And like I said, blueberry is kind of hard because it can be alcoholic taste. It can actually, it builds upon itself especially when you keep it capped. And a lot of times I would always suggest anybody, and that's just my own personal opinion, anything with the blueberry, I take the cap off for a whole day just to let that thing breathe. And Jabber, don't worry about it. Where did you get the blueberry donut from? Don't be nervous about it. And you're going to do a review on it? Cool. I'll be looking forward to that.
Yeah, just remember, if you ever have a juice that has kind of a funky flavor to it, best thing you can do, open the top up, put it in a dark place, and let it breathe. Let it breathe for about a day.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering why. I know you had mentioned, Manny, that you were going to start doing starting up your channel. I'm subscribed.
Right. But yeah, kind of getting back to what you were saying a little bit earlier, Tommy, about channels and everything, and subscriber counts. I'm not doing this to become YouTube famous.
Absolutely.
I'm doing this, like you said, to help people.
That's
And
it.
that kind of does tie in with the thing I want to go over tomorrow and everything, the awesome news.
Yep.
But, you know, the community as a whole, as vapors, yeah, there are some assholes out there. There's some scammers. There's some people that just are in it to get free stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But on a whole, the vaping community is a very tight-knit family.
I mean, and no matter where you go, you're always going to have some bad apples, no matter where it is
Yep.
and what you're doing. I wouldn't stress too much on your donuts. I mean, the blueberry donut, you're probably going to end up more with what I find with a lot of the donut flavors is you almost get a Play-Doh taste on some of them. That's the more that I worry about when I'm doing a donut flavor.
Yeah, they get the donut wrong. They get like the pastry kind of funky and yeah.
Yep. If it smells like perfume, I would take the cap off for at least 12 hours and just let it breathe. A lot of times it just has to take the cap off for 12 hours, put it back on, put it back in your cabinet for a day, try it again and see how that is.
And shake it up too.
Definitely, always shake your juice. Always, no matter what, even if you're just ripping or anything, whenever you're opening up that cap to fill up a tank or anything, always shake that juice because a lot of times you'll start up here and you're shaking it, and then you don't shake it. You get down to here, you'll notice your juice starts getting a little bit darker and everything else because it's not mixed throughout the whole tank, throughout the whole bottle, and it'll actually start getting a little bit darker from all the different sugars and everything into it, and you'll notice it'll taste sweeter, a little bit stronger, more pungent. So that's why I always suggest every time you're using, whether you're doing it to fill up a tank or just letting it breathe up there, every time you go to use it, always shake it.
Think about it like this. The sugars, the sucrose is heavier. It settles to the bottom.
And you also got to remember, VG is a natural sugar in itself.
Yeah, and also the nicotine oxidizes from the top down. So if you're not shaking it, you're not mixing around the nicotine, and it's oxidizing at different levels and different concentrations. So if you shake it, it keeps it all mixed up and oxidizes as one, and you'll notice less oxidization than if you didn't shake it, especially in a 120 ml bottle.
Yeah.
But if you're like me and I go through about a 30 ml a day, shaking it doesn't really matter much.
Like me though, like even with the One Hit Wonder, when I first got it from the Muffin Man, it was phenomenal. By the time I got halfway with that bottle, I threw the bottle out. It just was just that. It got too pungent. It got too. Yeah. It was just darker. It just wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't for me. So I ended up throwing it out.
What is it? What was it? Rocket Man, I think. Yep. One Hit Wonder. Rocket Man. That's the Neapolitan kind of flavor.
Yep.
I believe. Yeah, a friend of mine had that. Bought a new bottle of it. Let me try it, and I'll be the first one to tell you right here, right now. Not going to buy it ever. It tasted like saccharin. It tasted like sweet and low to me. That's the main flavor I got was sweet and low. And
yeah, that was because of the sherbet that they use into there, and that's what it does. You're exactly right. I don't keep my juice in the refrigerator. I have a in my basement. I have like a little locker. It was an old shoe locker, but I keep that. And I keep all my juice. I always keep all my nicotine in my refrigerator.
Oh, see, oh look, oh Tom, hoity-toity, with a basement. Yes, we have basements down here, but we call them underground swimming pools because anytime you dig a hole deeper than like 2 feet, it fills with water. But the joys of living in Florida. What can you say?
Yeah, a lot of times, foes, I would give it a. How long have you had that bottle? Did you just recently get it?
How big of a bottle did he get?
He got a 180 ml bottle from Swag Sauce.
A 180.
Yeah.
I would actually recommend if you have any
Smaller
little
bottle.
any little empty 30 mils, divide it up into the 30 mil bottles.
Yep. You're
It
at
will
good point.
it will oxidize a lot less in the 30 mils than if you leave it in that 180.
Yep, you're exactly right. Always break it down into smaller bottles.
Unless you vape it a lot, like my personal juice that I vape a lot, my everyday vape, I call it Jesus juice. I came up with it at my local shop. It's a dragon fruit caramel custard. I get a 120 of it each time I go.
Yep.
This 120 maybe lasts me about 3 days.
Yep. Yeah, I go through 45 mils a day, so.
Yeah. I'm kind of the same way, especially when I'm rocking the Buddha, Velocity, Freak Show, and a Hellboy
Yep.
RDAs. You know, the Buddha itself, dripping on that, I can go through 30 mil in maybe half a day. I could probably go through 60 mils a day easily with that Buddha alone.
And if even when I'm at work, if I'm using either my TFE4 or the Coral tank, and if I'm running this more than if I'm running it around 100 watts, I can empty this in 8 pulls.
Yeah, actually, for this box here, this little triple series box,
Yep.
I really want to get a tank for it, but I want to get a specific tank. I want to get the BFT. I think it's a 15 or a 20 mil tank.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yep.
It holds 15 or 20 milliliters of juice. I mean,
Yep.
But it's supposedly a really good tank. I do want to try that out.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the lemon ones, Julie, are that one's another one that's kind of hard because the lemon can usually overtake a lot of that. And
I've had.
Go ahead, Bear.
Yeah, I was going to say I've had some lemon vapes that it tasted like I was vaping Lemon Pledge.
Yep.
It was horrible.
And Nate, yeah, that goes back a few years from JT and Cooler, huh? He had mentioned about he's been following me since back in the day when JT and Cooler. I don't know, you guys probably don't remember them. It's been a couple years since they've been around, but old boys down south.
You say down south, I say up north.
Well, I'm up north for you. They were South Carolina, so.
They're still up north from me.
Yeah.
Well, you're pretty much on the bottom of the whole country.
I live about mid-shaft of Florida.
It's right on the shaft.
I live like mid-shaft on the East Coast.
Julie, you're down in what, Mississippi, right? Or Louisiana, maybe?
Actually,
I
hey, Julie.
I have your address on my in there, but I don't have it in front of me here.
Actually, Julie, you say you love a lemon pound cake. One of the, I think, the more recent, not the most recent, but the review I did before my most recent review was for a company called Jersey Juice, and they have a lemon custard cake that is phenomenal.
Also, while we're on that point,
New Orleans. I'm sorry, hon. That was it.
on that point, Miss Julie, if you really like a lemon pound cake, and a lot of local shops are starting to pick them up more, but check out Telios, and it's the remixed line, and I believe it's called Pound Cake, and it is the best lemon pound cake I've ever had, because like I don't really like a lot of the other lemon pound cakes because a lot of them taste like Pledge, pretty much that lemon
Absolutely,
Pledge.
yep.
They're really have that lemon taste. Now this pound cake has more of the frosting, like the actual glaze on a lemon pound cake, and the actual cake itself with a small hint of lemon to it. So it's actually like sometimes if I'm sitting after watching a movie at nighttime or something, and I'm like, man, I could really want something sweet, but then I know I don't need to eat something sweet,
Yeah.
I'll grab that and vape on it, and it really will knock your cravings from wanting to go and get something sweet.
I'll tell you what. Honestly, I think the next review I'm going to do is going to be another Jersey Juice review. It's going to be. I think I'm going to do the strawberry shortcake ice cream.
That one sounds good.
It is delicious.
I actually do I have a recipe that's very similar to that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I sent it over to Brian.
Okay. Yeah.
You mix too or no, Bert?
Huh?
You don't mix, do you? You don't DIY, right?
I'm trying to somewhat get into it. I've got somebody give me a bunch of flavors, but I need to still get the PG, the VG, and the nicotine.
Yep.
And unfortunately,
go ahead.
Huh? I was going to say, okay, the way this works, Tom, I talk, you talk, I talk, you talk, he talks. Okay, that's how it works. I was going to say, but unfortunately, money is very much an issue. I can't afford to get the stuff I need to do for mixing at this moment.
Yeah, but if you do get the opportunity, I mean, like you can get the stuff relatively pretty cheap. I mean, your concentrates are fairly cheap. Your PG and VG are fairly cheap. Your nicotine is not too expensive. I know, like Flavor Bar, they sell a complete kit for like less than $70, but you'll end up with, I think it's a 32-ounce bottle of VG, a 32-ounce bottle of PG, but you can flip those if you just want all VG, and you'll get
Right.
I think it's like a 32-ounce bottle of the nicotine, and the one I had gotten was the 48 milligram all VG. That's the one I use.
Right.
And got all the different flavors. They give you all the different mixing. They give you needles and drippers and stuff like that. It's a nice little kit for less than $70. If it's a great startup kit for someone that wants to get into DIY. They even give you a breakdown of how much, what percentages you should use that they recommend for their juices.
Right.
And like I said, it's a nice little. Julie, I think I'm trying to remember which one I'm sending you, but you have a T-Max coming to you. That I forget which one it is. Hang on, I'll tell you what it is.
Oh yeah, Jabber. I tend to vape Max VG anyway. Most juices that I buy nowadays anymore, I usually buy an 80/20. So if I were to do like a DIY, pretty much the only PG that I would really use would be in the nicotine and the flavoring.
It's Cumulus. My eyes ain't too good.
You like that Cumulus?
Yeah, it's
I've heard a lot of mixed things about Cumulus though. But yeah, when it comes to Tommy, you were talking about buying that kit that comes with all the needles and everything.
Yeah.
I found a cheaper way to get these syringes.
How's that?
Last time I went to the hospital, they came in to give me an IV.
Yeah.
And the nurse, gave me some medication, and using the syringes, she brought a couple extra in and kind of left them, so I grabbed them.
Nice.
These are 3 milliliter little syringes, but
yeah, I got some new ones that just got here delivered today from Amazon that I get, and they're all. I got the 3 mil, the 5 mil, and the 10 mil ones with all the blunt tip needles. I think I paid less than $6 for all of them.
There you go.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
I'd like to get into the DIY stuff, but I don't know if I have the patience enough to do it, man.
once you find, once you do it, and you, like I said, I mean, you can go on to, there's a lot of different ones where you can get your recipes, and you get those little things, and you measure out, and you get that flavor, dude. You're like, holy cow! And then you look at how much it took to make this amount. I usually will make for myself. I'll make a 50. I'll put that'll start out for a couple days. I usually make one that I can, shake and vape, and then I'll do another 150 that'll just last me the rest of the week when it'll fill in from when I'm not using anything else.
That's cool.
And it's so cheap. I mean, pennies on a dollar.
Yeah, hey, to give you an idea, Jacob, when it comes to the DIY flavors that I got that my buddy gave me, he gave me a bunch of these little vials like this. I don't know how well you can see them.
Mm-hmm.
Each one of these, I think, is enough to make at least a 60 mil, if not 120 mil of juice.
Those are what, a tram in each one of those?
Let me see. I don't know. I don't remember exactly.
3 milliliter, about the equivalent, I think, to about a tram.
10 mil.
10 mil. So yeah, then you're
talking. They're 10 mil balls.
And so if you're figuring, even if you're using one flavor, let's just say you were using strawberry,
right.
10 mil. If you're running 8% at 10 at 100 mils, you're only going to use 8 mils of that to make 100 mils.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I was just using a ballpark.
Yeah, I usually vape 3 mil Nick.
Yep. And that's simple to do. Like I said, there's so many e-juice calculators out there. I start out with mine. When I buy I buy a 48 milligram, and then I just use my e-juice calculator to bring it down to whatever Nick level that I use.
Right. And like I said before, if I were to get that kit, I'd pretty much get all VG and just use the PG that's in the flavoring and the nicotine to make my ratio.
Yeah.
Because I prefer higher VG.
Yeah. Like a lot of times with me, I only use just the PG that's in the flavorings. That's why even my nicotine, I get it as VG base.
Yeah. Maybe hold on. I think I had that mixed up. Shit, I can't. I don't know. Dyslexia, whatever. It's pretty bad when you can't spell PG or VG.
Thanks for stopping in, man. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you tomorrow night.
Later, Manny.
All right. This thing just got done doing something here, so I'm gonna probably give it another 5-10 minutes, and then we're gonna probably just shut this down for tonight, and then we'll hop back on tomorrow night.
Yep. Re-adjourn tomorrow.
Yeah, because like I said, it stopped doing something. I don't know if it's I gotta just pop it over to you on YouTube, I think now, so it'll just upload onto there.
So I was curious, what do you use, Tommy, for your video editing?
Well, I use 2 different ones. I use the regular Windows Movie Maker, and then I also have I'll tell you in a minute here. I can never remember.
Microsoft Expressions 4.
Huh?
Microsoft Expressions.
No, I use Magix, which is Magix.
Okay.
And then I use the Windows Movie Maker. I use the Movie Maker to do a lot of my simple editing.
Right.
And then I'll use the Magix to add different things in for the logos and whatnot that are like the company logos, my logo, and everything like that. I'll end up putting that for all that. For all the little fancy stuff, I use the Magix.
Yeah, for the overlays, I use Microsoft Expressions Encoder 4.
Yep.
For the overlays, and then Windows Movie Maker for the basic editing.
Dude, y'all think I was crazy if I told y'all what I edited my stuff on.
That's a sketch.
Pretty much. Honestly, to be completely honest with you, man, I have the Samsung Note, the newest one, the 5 or 6 or something.
Yep.
All right.
I use that to do my videos, to actually record the videos. then I pay for, it's a monthly subscription, honestly, but I pay like $3.99 a month or something like that, and I use, I think it's called Kine Master, Kine Master.
Yeah.
Kind Master.
I use it, and honestly, when I started doing it and I was looking around, I noticed that Vaping Heathen,
Yep.
his stuff looked pretty familiar. And I hit him up. I was like, dude, honestly, what do you added on? Because your stuff looks really nice. He was like, to be honest, man, I use KineMaster in my cell phone. And I was like, damn, I'm doing the same thing. And that's how I even did those, music overlays and all that stuff with it.
Yep.
And it's really not that bad. Everything processes really fast, and it works out.
Never be shy about what you use. If what you use to edit with works, then you know what, it's a good product.
Absolutely. If it gets you what you're looking for and you're comfortable using it, why change?
Yeah, you kind of had to find. I had to find out some tricks for it too, because like a couple of videos back, people were like, "What did you do to your audio? It sounds, 100 times better." And it's just when you're using a cell phone to do stuff on, you have to be a little bit more deliberate when you're the way you're doing things, and you got to put it on your tripod just the way it needs to be with a microphone sitting in a certain place, and
just the right angle, just the right spot.
Yeah, I did that, and then I kind of was like, found out I could get those micro lenses to clip onto the actual phone.
Yeah, how do those actually work? I was looking at those.
Yeah, it actually, mine just has a clip, and it clips right onto the back of the camera on the cell phone, and then like if you're not zoomed in at all, it really doesn't change anything. But as soon as you zoom in on the camera, that macro lens, man, you can get super close. And then I figured out, like, to get a better lighting on it, because I was like, man, I need to buy those big lights that go beside you to light everything up to get their close-ups really good. Yep. And I was like, let me try something. And I actually just pulled down my flashlight on the phone, and man, it changed everything.
That's cool.
You just kind of have to figure out how to work it and stuff. A lot of people ask me, they'll email me and be like, hey man, what DSLR are you using, or what microphone setup? I'm like, dude, I use a Note 5. That's it. Nothing special.
What kind of microphone and DSLR are you using? Sony.
Yeah. Samsung. That's what I use.
Yeah, I was actually looking at it. I was looking at one that had like 5 different lenses that you could pop onto that. The fisheye. Yeah. I don't know. It was a bunch of different ones.
Well, see, I went and bought. It was actually called the selfie stick kit. So it actually came with a selfie stick, but it came with a tripod. That's what I wanted, and it has a remote where you can turn your video on and off and stop it and pause it. And I was like, man, I'm really interested in the tripod and that remote setup. And then it came with a little LED light that you can plug in and turn on, but that don't really work very well. So I don't use a selfie stick or nothing, but I do use the tripod, that remote, and it also came with a bag of little extra goodies. So it came with a micro lens, and it came with a fisheye lens as well. I hadn't used the fisheye yet. I'm thinking about trying it just to see if it'll give another little cool aspect to the video, but it actually came with one, and I think altogether I paid $50 for it all.
Yeah, they weren't too bad. I was looking at them. Like I said, I was thinking about doing it also because it's going to be summertime. I'm thinking about maybe doing some stuff when I get my gazebo back up, and when I'm sitting out there and I'm cooking or whatever, I can shoot a review or even shoot live out there.
Yeah, and see, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Jacob. It's fine.
I was gonna say that one other cool thing is like I don't know what camera you use, Tommy, but if you if you had a DSLR or something and you wanted to get 2 angles, you could set it up with a smartphone to the side, where you could do 2 different angle shots, and then pretty much email that video to yourself or put it on your computer, since you do it that way.
Yeah.
And edit them and kind of cut them together. That'd be pretty cool to do.
Yeah. There's so many different options. That's cool. Go ahead, Bert.
I was just going to ask, where do you live at, Tommy? Like, what state do you live in?
I live up in Connecticut.
In Connecticut. All right, I might have to take a road trip this summer and come up and chill with you.
Absolutely, man.
What's up?
Absolutely.
Or you You can come down here to Florida if you want.
Oh, don't tease me like that.
Hey, Tommy,
Yeah.
come down here. Come on down here to Florida this summer. We'll go out fishing, drink some beer.
Oh, I don't drink. I drink maybe twice a year.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll make you a deal. I'll take you out fishing and I'll get you a beer, but it'll be a root beer.
That's what I said. That's what you see me drinking here tonight. This show is sponsored by Mug Root Beer.
Actually, that's one of my favorite beers. I like root beer.
Yep. And Mug is actually my favorite.
I like Mountain Dew. This is my jug.
I like that. That's nice.
That's a big one. You know, they used to have them down here in Alabama, but I think they've kind of, I don't know if they've actually fallen completely out or if they're just not around where I'm at, but they used to have a A&W, pretty much like a drive-in, like kind of like Sonic was.
Yep.
And I used to always love going over there and getting their root beer floats and stuff, man.
Yeah, the Andy stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to have those down here too.
When I was down as a kid, we used to go to Florida a lot, and we would drive down, and they had A&W root beer. They had the mug ones all over on the side of the road. You just pull right in and go and get yourself a root beer float or anything. It was awesome.
Those are the days right there, man. I went to Florida this past summer. We had a week vacation down there. Rented a big condo on the beach. It was nice, man.
Yeah, last time I went down to Florida, 20 minutes ago. People up north, I hear them complain about, the winter. Oh, another snowstorm. It's snowing. Down here in Florida, we don't get snow during the winter, but we get pollen during the springtime. So right now, it's not snowing, but it's pollinating.
Yeah. Well, right now it's beginning to be spring, so we're getting pollen all over the place, man. It's nasty.
It's crazy, man. Like, I actually, I'm into music, but I'm also into cars as well. So, I have a Lexus, a twin turbo Lexus in the basement. And honestly, when it gets this time of the year, I don't even take it outside because the pollen is so bad. Like as soon as I go and clean it up to go take it to a car meet or something like that,
you gotta wash it again,
or maybe do some illegal activities on the street. But when I go to, you gotta wash it twice in a day just to keep it looking fresh. You know, it's insane.
Yeah. Northern Cali vapors. I've never tried the glass lemon pound cake, but I believe if you follow Andy Oken, he did a review on that, I think, tonight.
I think he did as well, yes. And Andy Oakham, he's another good, awesome reviewer, good friend of mine. I've talked to him several times.
Yep, Andy's a real good guy.
Yeah.
Northern Cali Vapors. I hadn't checked this guy out. I'm gonna have to go look at his stuff.
I'm going to guess and say that Northern Cali Vapors, I'm guessing that he lives in Virginia.
Yeah, maybe.
I was thinking Washington State myself.
Could be New York.
No, he's from Canada, eh?
Hey?
What are you talking about? What the hell?
I tell you, I just got some real good juice. I put it on, if you guys follow me on Instagram, Premium Labs out of Canada, they sent me down some juices that I got to do a review, 3 different sets. And one's an all donut one, one's an all ice cream one, and then the other one, I forget, I think it's like an all fruit one.
I'm waiting. I've made jokes here for a while, especially on Vapors TV of, somebody needs to make a taco flavor juice or a biscuits and gravy flavor juice. I want to see a company out of Canada make a poutine flavored juice.
Isn't there a biscuit and gravy juice out?
I think there is. I know there's a pizza one out. There's actually a couple of them.
That's crazy, man.
From what I've heard that there is a pizza one out that is actually really good. It tastes like pizza.
Yeah. Hi, Kay. Thanks for stopping in.
Bye, Kay. Hello.
How are you
But
tonight?
yeah, if there is a biscuit and gravy flavor, holy cow. Keep that away from me. I might get fat just vaping on that. Shoot.
Oh yeah.
I was born and raised down here in Florida, so I'm a true Southern boy. And me and biscuits and gravy, we got history.
No, you're not too late. We're going to be on for a little bit longer. We were just like the title said. Well, actually, we got out here. I was trying out the new microphone, and then Bert and Jake came by, and we were all just shooting the shit.
Yep. Having a good old time with this thunder and lightning out here.
Yeah, I love watching Thunder and Lightning, man. I'm a good old country boy myself. I mean, I know I'm up here in New England, but I'm at heart, I'm a good old country boy.
Hey, that's
Hey, you can take the boy out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the boy.
Absolutely. You know, like I said, I'm a country boy. I got 17 brothers and sisters, same mom and daddy. We grew up doing a lot of farming and stuff. So, like I said, good old country boy.
There you go.
Well, you know what they say about families that have like 17 kids like that?
What do they say?
Happy daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's awesome.
Hey, Kay, you want to come on?
Yes, we definitely need more of a female presence here.
Well, I know. That's what we had talked about last week there. And
Yeah.
I've been watching Kay, and I mean, she's been, I've been watching her video reviews and
Right.
watching her on with Vaping Trucker, and she's over in the Vape Shack. And
All right.
she has a lot of, she has a presence about her, and, you know, she knows what she's talking about.
Just kind of be careful, like, I guess tomorrow night if she comes on, we got to be kind of careful because some of the guys might go, there's a girl here.
Hey man, to be all serious, she must have some. She's probably got some real good content. She looks like she's been doing it what, maybe a month or two.
Yeah, she's only been doing it a short time, but definitely she has a lot of good content.
Getting, you know, already almost at 300 subs, man. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That is really awesome. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that'd be fine. Another time, definitely.
That's great.
Like I said, we were saying, we'd like to get, you know, a female presence onto this show, and you would definitely be a good candidate because you don't take
You're a
shit from
female?
anybody. And,
I was gonna say you're a female and you'd make a presence.
Hey, Nikki.
Hey Nick.
Oh, hey,
What's up, Nick?
hey, Nikki. Now, actually, Vaping Nikki is one of my friends that I made while I was over in my Vaporium.
Yep,
Yeah.
Nikki's awesome.
She
I haven't
is.
looked to Miss Nikki, you know, a little bit. I hadn't been on Vaporium in a while, man. I get on there and then I need to take a break for a little while and then I get back on there. But I hope
Actually-
you're doing well, Miss Nikki.
Actually, Nikki is one of the people that actually kind of pushed me more into starting to do reviews. So she's the one that really got me pushed more into this and checking more into it, and actually getting the guts and courage up to put myself out there and do it.
Yep.
Yeah, Nikki, she's a sweetheart.
Yeah, I like her watching her reviews. She gets right to the point, and I really enjoy her videos.
As do I.
Yep. Gizzard!
What's up,
Wait a minute,
Gizzard?
is Gizzard here?
Yeah, he's popped in too.
Uh-oh. All right. Gizzard, I got a question for you here. I saw on one of my videos, you left a comment. Something about, I seem really laid back or something like that.
Today is Gizzard's birthday.
Really?
Yes, it is.
Well, happy birthday, Gizzard.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Yes,
What?
I
Go ahead, Bert.
was going to say, Gizzard, I know you say, what, WTF, Bert? Yes, I know, it's me. Oh, my God. You can actually talk to me, and I can talk back. Holy cow. It's all good, brother. I was going to say, if I seem more laid back during my reviews, no, I'm not a stoner. I'm just Southern.
Gizzard's another awesome guy, man. I love it. Since he's been getting on the cameras, when he first started getting on with Fresh and everything, oh my God, that guy I can't stop watching it. He just cracks me up, man.
Oh, Gizzard says, "Holy Christ!" No, Gizzard. I know it. I know you look at the screen right now and you're saying, "Holy Christ!" No, it's just me, Bert, tattooed Bert. It's okay.
You're welcome, Nikki. They were well-deserved comments because you're awesome.
Absolutely.
I agree, Nikki.
I was going to ask you, Tommy, have you got and Mr. Jesus over there, have y'all happened to get y'all's hands on this new Tsunami RDA yet?
No, I haven't.
You gotta get a hold of that thing, man. It's gonna be a monster for 2016. I really think that it's going to be in the top 5 RDAs of 2016. It's amazing, man.
I just got the Aromomizer, the Supreme. I got those in, and I got a couple of their other RDAs that just came in also.
I'm wanting to check out that Goon RDA as well. I know Eli, he's got it and was talking about it on his show, that Vape AM show.
Yep.
He said it's pretty good RDA as well.
Yep.
Is it a 22 millimeter or 24 millimeter?
The Supreme, it's a 25.
That's 25.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I'll have to check that out when I get enough money up to actually.
Oh, I'm going to be doing a giveaway when I do the review on it because I have 2 of them.
Nice.
Again, I'll have to get enough money up to pay for shipping. I think right now, to my name, I have maybe $6, and 5 of that's for gas. Yeah.
Yeah, Giz, you can go fishing with me and Bert. I'm going to go down there over the summer. Bert's going to take us fishing.
There you go. Gizzard, come on down here to, as you might know it, Florida, or as we know it, North Cuba. Feel free to come on down. We'll go out fishing, drink a couple beers, get some root beer for Tommy, and have a good time. Have a little contest so you can pull up the biggest fish. And actually, I'll take you all out to a couple spots, put you on some Goliath grouper, and laugh hysterically as you try to reel one in.
I'll be right.
Thank you, Kay. You guys are awesome. Yeah, actually, Gizzard, last week I went offshore fishing with a buddy of mine. Cobia were supposed to be starting to run pretty good out here. And, we went I think it was about 6 miles offshore down to out to the Gulf Stream. And, we were out there trolling for a bit, and Cobia weren't running, but I'll tell you what, the Cubans, they were biting. I had to throw 3 of them back.
What were you using, cigars?
Well, let's see, what were we using?
Wait, that's Castro. Put him back.
I think we were using green cards, and I'm sorry, what? No. But no, actually, yeah, Tommy, I can actually take you out to a couple places out here, you and Gizzard both, and put you on some Goliath grouper that probably weigh upwards of about 500-600 pounds.
Nice.
And watch you.
Go ahead.
I would watch you guys strain trying to reel these things in.
I actually lived in Newport Richey for a while, and then I moved to Fort Lauderdale, and then I moved to Bradenton. My grandmother had a place in Newport Richey.
Okay.
Right off in, I think it was, 91 or 101, the highway right there. Then it was right off the canals.
Oh, yeah, Newport Richey, that's
the northern part.
Yeah. I want to say that was 10. I don't know. I'm a little bit further south.
Yeah. maybe 10. I'm trying to remember what it was, but we were right off the highway, like I said, and we used to have all the little canals. We used to have a couple different gators a couple different times that came right up through the canals.
There you go.
Actually, you know, Gizzard says he has T-Rex arms, so now I'm sitting here imagining that, or picturing that one movie in the back of my mind, you know, animated movie from a few years ago where it actually has a T-Rex in it with wearing the smart hat that makes him intelligent. It's like, the main villain's like, "You have him in the corner. Why didn't you grab him? I'm a T-Rex. I have little arms."
The other day, I posted a little thing on Instagram where it had one T-Rex and another T-Rex going at it, you know, male and female. And she's like, pull my hair, pull my hair. I can't, I can't.
Oh, man.
That is funny.
It was hilarious. I couldn't help it. I had to carry it around.
You ever see a T-Rex try to vape?
That would be
Pretty hard.
That'd be funny as hell.
Yeah, I used to. Well, that's probably too dirty to say in the stream, but there is a pretty funny joke about T-Rexes.
Why are T-Rexes always angry? Let me guess. Does it kind of start with that?
Yeah,
Your arms are too short to.
yeah.
See, you might not want to say it, but I will.
Yeah.
But I won't say the whole thing.
Honestly, man, I actually ran across, I can't remember his name. I ran across a reviewer. He was from across the pond as well. And, you know, over there, you know, cursing and different stuff like that is just, you know, fairly common, you know. So as soon as I go over there, I'm watching his intro, you know, because a lot of people put intros on their stuff now,
Yeah.
or introduction videos, and it's just like, "What's going on, you cunts?" And I'm like, "Whoa, what
Oh,
trained you for that yet?"
great for that, man.
By chance, was it Fats Vapor?
No, I can't remember his
It
name.
wasn't Bogan?
I can't remember. It was
Vaping Vic?
because I wasn't. It might have been Vic, but it was like I was not prepared for that. But
Right.
but honestly, you know, it was bad one time. You know, because I try to keep my stuff pretty clean, and I had a rant video, and the video, as soon as I made the rant and posted it, a older lady. I think she was in her 70s, I think, and she was a vapor. And she posted. She goes, you know, I just really like your videos, and you know, you don't really curse and this that and the other. And in my rant video, I was just going off, and I was like, oh man, she's gonna be upset because I was throwing f bombs and everything like that. I just had to get stuff off my chest. Like, man, I feel bad now.
Oh, by the way, while I got the audience, yeah, there is one. I did make a video about kind of a rant video on Rip Tripper and the stuff that happened with that. I really won't get into it because I don't want to stir the pot on it any more than it already has been. But there's one comment that I keep getting in that video that is kind of a weird question comment, I guess. Everybody that watches that video, the one thing I get the question about the most, hey, what are those things in your beard?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to answer this right now. Said and done. These right here, this is my coil. It's sub-ohm. This right here is not a beard. This is wicking.
There you go.
You're right, Giz. It's how you say it. It's like a dickhead. When you say it, you know, hey, you dickhead. Or it could be, hey, you fucking dickhead. I mean, it's all in a matter of how you do it.
Right.
Hey there, you uncle fucker. Did we just go to Canada? Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Kay. I see you followed me on Instagram as well. Thank you.
Yes, and
Yeah,
thank you for the sub, Kay.
Thinking about having to get me a Instagram going. Everybody else seems to have one, so
I love Instagram, man.
Even though Jacob's evidently not paying attention to chat and seeing that Kay subbed to him as well.
I'm sorry, I hardly ever look at chat.
So,
Well, and I think she might have said it. The only sucky part about being down here in the South is sometimes we get some really bad storms,
oh,
and
yeah.
for some reason where I'm at on this planet, when the storms come past, the hardest hitting thunder hits right over my house, and I have a 4-year-old boy, and just a minute ago I heard crying, and I'm like, oh crap, because it had a pretty big thunder, and if it wakes him up, he gets scared. So I had to go
Yeah.
in there and make sure he was okay.
Now you got what, two
Well,
kids there, Jake?
No, I have 5 kids. Thank you, Miss K, for following and subbing.
I was looking at
thank you
some of
for
your
the
pictures
support.
today, and I was, for whatever reason, I thought maybe I know there was other kids there, but I was thinking that I saw one that only had like 2 kids in there.
Yeah, no, I actually have 5. My wife had um a couple of kids in her previous marriage, and then we've had a couple together. So we got twins on one go. So
Yep, that's nice.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, hey, real quick, Jacob. Miss K says if you type in chat, she can sub to you too.
if I type in chat.
Yeah, just say like hello. You
Oh,
can
okay.
click on your
Just say
name,
taco.
be able to go to you.
Just say taco.
Taco, taco.
I say taco. They say taco. What you say? Taco. 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 Taco.
I didn't know you had twins too, Nikki.
Yeah. I evade for your sins, and I'm running out of juice.
Oh, that's
You guys
awesome,
send me
Nikki,
on.
that you got twins too.
That's crazy because, like I said, my parents they had 18 children all together. I'm number 18. There's no twins in any of us.
Well, I
Wow.
hope there's no twins in you.
Oh, can
That'd
you?
just be
Well, I mean,
weird.
when you get all my, I have 8 brothers and 9 sisters, and when you get the brothers together, it's kind of hard to tell some of us apart.
Wow, and
Well,
y'all
no.
y'all didn't have any twins in the family.
None.
That's
no
amazing. And your mother
it,
was probably tired.
Yeah, she had 18 kids in 22 years.
Yeah, your mother, she was tired. She had a lot of babies to take care of.
yeah.
I'm sure, but I'm sure y'all helped her out. So
Oh yeah, like I
his
said, we grew up on the farm, so that's how we were brought up.
that's
his
great.
mama was tired, but his daddy was happy.
And even now, I mean, I have 49 nephews and nieces just on my side of the family, and then there's another 23 siblings off in that, and there's still no twins.
Wow. Well, the cool thing is y'all's family name will go on for a very, very long time.
Yes, it will.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be the odd man out here, and I don't have any kids that I'm aware of yet,
Mm.
and I say that because there's been several times I've been really drunk and I don't remember what happened.
It happens.
But I tell people the reason I don't have kids right now is because I don't think the world is ready for another me running around yet.
And then between me and my wife here now, we have 13 grandchildren. So
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, Gizzard, you got it right, man. They should have had a reality show.
well, they did afterward. After my mom passed away, they come out with that 18 and counting. Well, we already had that for a long time.
Yeah, you're like, hey, we've been there and done that and wrote the book on it, right?
That's it.
Well, except for didn't the oldest son in that 18 and counting whatever turn out to molest like 4 of his sisters or some shit?
Yeah, that turned out to be a bad situation there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, we've on that situation, it's so weird because I was raised in the church. I still go to church on occasion and stuff, and I've
Right.
noticed like a lot of Christians that I've met and talked about that situation. A lot of them were like, well, they were young and he's asked for forgiveness and they've done this, and I'm like, yeah, but just because they were a Christian family, you can't look past that this guy is a molester and stuff like that to his own family.
Right.
It's either you know, you have somebody on this side of it, or you have somebody on the far that side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think the guy should have been, even though it was when he was young and it came out all these years later. I mean, if you do the crime, you should pay some time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm
If you can't
sorry,
do the time,
that
don't do
kind
the
of
crime.
crime, I would just save tax dollars and put a bullet in his head.
Yeah, it's just like that kind of stuff right there is, you can't forgive that stuff.
Yep.
All right. If it were me personally and I had a son, you know, when I had kids, and if I had a son that ended up did that exact same thing, you know, I wouldn't put a bullet in his head per se, but I would save the taxpayers a lot of money, and I'd just castrate the little shit.
There you go.
But the problem with that, you castrate them, they still have their sex drive, and they would do other ways of harming them. That's why I said I would just pull out my 357 and take care of the problem. One shot, done.
Yeah.
Actually, if you castrate them, getting nuts and everything, they have no sex drive. It
But
kills
it's
it
mental.
totally.
But a lot of it is mental for them. So that's why I said you could do that. It's still mental for them. So that's why I said I wouldn't even waste tax dollars.
Yeah. You know, I know one thing is they especially in different countries, if people get caught doing that and they go through the legal system, they actually can be castrated for it.
Yeah.
They need to do something because that is just. But yeah, I knew you, Jake. I figured you're still a church man because the way you say and Miss Nikki and everything. I remember growing up, man, and that was the way we were taught to approach any lady.
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's and I think that's why I try to raise my kids that way, and any like even any family members or any friends' kids, you know, I try to teach them that because I really think a lot of people miss out on, I guess, kind of being Southern raised
Yep.
because you're
Yeah.
raised, um, you're most time you're raised in the church. You get at least you get even if you steer away from religion when you get older, the morals of being in the church are instilled in you, and I think that's a big thing. You know, a lot of people aren't raised with morals and aren't raised, you know, how to talk to other people and treat others. You know what I'm saying?
How to respect other people.
Exactly. So it's I think I was blessed to be born in the South and have that instilled in me from my grandparents and my parents.
Those values stay with absolutely they do.
Right.
Like I said, I remember that. I mean, I don't go to church anymore, and that's not. But I was brought up that way, and so I said I recognize the little things that you do, and you always keep those values with you still.
Well, actually, Tommy, here's something to kind of make you wonder. You know, I haven't really gone to church in several years myself, but doesn't it also say in the Bible that any place where two or more people come together to talk about the Word of God, that place then is considered a church, no matter where it is?
Yep.
Mhm.
It does.
So it kind of makes you think. You know, if you're sitting with a buddy of yours at a park bench talking about God or Jesus, that place is then considered a church.
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't believe that you have to go to a specific building called a church to, you know, do whatever,
Yeah,
to, you know,
I don't
talk
really,
about the Word of God and this, that, and the other. But I'm also not exactly a very religious person either.
right.
Not saying that, you know, I'm atheist or anything. No, it's not. Nothing could be further from the truth. But you know, I don't believe that I have to go to a church to worship or anything, or, you know,
Hey,
be in a awkward place.
yeah, all that matters in the end, man, is what your relationship is with
Exactly.
whatever God you choose, man. Like it, it even says in, I mean, I don't know if it acts. I've heard it. I hadn't physically read it, but you know, in the Bible it talks about people being lukewarm and you know not being on one side or the other,
Yep.
and that's one thing that I think God doesn't respect. I think even if you're on the other side, I think it's better to be on one side or the other instead of straddling the fence. You know what I'm saying?
You're exactly right.
That's what I try to be. I don't I don't go to church as much as I should, honestly. But I think that even if I'm at a gas station and somebody walks up asking for money or whatever, I usually end up witnessing to those people. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's what I think helps me out a lot too. So
Yep.
there's little things you can do.
Oh,
But you know,
absolutely.
I don't intend to irritate or piss off anybody, with this next comment. But you said that if somebody comes up asking for money, you witness to them. I do the same thing in a way. I do believe that there's a difference between witnessing and preaching to somebody.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Tommy's over there laughing at.
No, I'm laughing at what Gizzard put in the. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, you look like Jesus thing. You don't want to preach to people. What the hell? No. But the people that come off as being kind of really preachy, that bugs me. I mean,
Yeah, I can't handle that either.
Jehovah's Witnesses are the worst. I'm sorry.
No, it was hilarious, man. My sister's husband, I guess my brother-in-law, whatever. He was raised in the church his whole entire life, man. Like, if you want to know pretty much anything about the Bible, you can go ask him. He knows everything.
Right.
And there's two Jehovah Witness guys that just like to come through his neighborhood, and they'll come up and knock on the door, and he'll sit out there for an hour, and they'll talk about about God and different stuff like that, man. And it's funny because a lot of times those the Jehovah Witnesses that come up to you and they want to tell you about the everything and try to explain stuff, but then when you kind of talk to them and you kind of witness to them as they're trying to witness to you about what they believe in, it's actually a really funny thing to watch.
Oh yes, it most definitely is. I agree with that. I used to mess with Jehovah's Witnesses that would come around at like 7:30, 8 o'clock Sunday morning or Saturday morning when you're trying to sleep in. You're like, oh, weekend, I can sleep in. No, knock on the door. Oh, you suck. I used to pull them in when I was a good deal younger. I had a Super Nintendo, and sure enough, I just happened to be up playing all night, binge video games. 7 o'clock, knock on the door. I go answer the doors, two Jehovah's Witnesses. So I invite them into the house. And I'm like, guys, check out this new video game I just got. And I kept them there for like 4 hours. I was sitting there playing a video game.
Hey, there a lot of them, man. They're good people, man, for sure.
Oh,
They'll sit there and talk with you for hours if you want them to.
Yep.
The only thing that I didn't appreciate, I would say, about the way they believe in things, and I don't want this to come across bad, I just don't agree, but my grandmother was raised Jehovah's Witness, okay?
yeah.
And when she got older, and my grandfather passed, we started bringing her to my church, and we were a non-denominational church or whatever. So
Right.
anybody could come if they wanted to. We were just going to praise God pretty much and be in fellowship. So when they found out that she was coming to that type of church, they would come and talk to her and honestly just pressure her and tell her that now she's lost her salvation forever and stuff like that. And it's like she was going to church to be with the Lord and to fellowship and stuff like that. And I don't like how sometimes it comes across that way. Like, if you're not on their side, you're going to hell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think there's enough sides for everybody to go to heaven. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I don't know. But
Exactly right,
religion is a
started
bad
out
topic.
Yeah. Well, if you look at it this way, too, every religion to their core is essentially the same.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Every religion, no matter what religion it is, at their core are essentially the same. It's all a different interpretation of the same message.
Right.
That's all it is.
Yeah, because it did start out as just testing out the microphone. That was 3 hours ago.
Hey,
Man.
this is another kind of fun fact. I watched this video of this. He was I guess he believed he was under the Muslim religion or whatever it is, and
Right.
he did a video, and he said after years of being a kind of, I guess they're kind of preacher over in that religion and stuff like that. He said over the years of reading the Quran, I guess it's called or whatever.
The Quran.
Yeah, the Quran, that he noticed that Jesus's name was brought up like I think 19 times in that book, and out of all the 19 times that his name was brought up, he was doing something for somebody, helping people, or doing something like that. And then I guess whoever it is, what is the guy's name that who their prophet is?
Muhammad.
Yeah, Muhammad. And he said that his name was brought up a few times, and everything he did was of destruction.
Yeah.
And he kind of, and in the video, it's a good video to watch because the way he explains it, because I'm doing it no justice, but the way he explains it, he actually, by reading in the Quran and stuff and looking into everything to do with Jesus in the Quran, it converted him to Christianity.
Yeah.
It was a really cool video, man. I was like, wow, that really is amazing that he was doing what he thought he was supposed to do and reading this and preaching this word, and then he got converted from
Being Muslim to being
yeah,
Christian.
right. And now he's I think he's some kind of I don't know what he does. He's got like I don't know, what's the word for it? What is the word for people that teach about religion and Christianity and, like, I guess Christian colleges? What are they
Not
called?
sure.
It's like he's kind of got like a doctorate in it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That escapes me what it's called.
Cool, and all.
Mm.
But anyway,
My brain just said, nope, fuck you, I'm not working.
yeah.
All right, guys. I think I'm gonna start closing this down here, but we'll hook up again tomorrow night for sure.
Hey,
All right.
Missionary.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's pretty close. So.
Hey,
By
Shane,
the way,
pop back in.
Yeah, but everybody, thanks for coming out and checking out this little impromptu video live stream. Yeah.
Yes, thank you everybody for stopping in. I really appreciate it, and we'll be back on tomorrow night at 11 o'clock Eastern time.
and by the way, Tommy, I'm guessing this would be considered a successful microphone test.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, man. That microphone's sounding awesome as usual.
Thank you
All
very much.
So 22:30 tomorrow,
Yeah,
Tommy?
yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Hope to see everybody out there. I'm out of here, guys. Y'all take it easy.
You too,
Later.
guys. Talk to you soon.
Yes, sir.
See you guys tomorrow.
Yep.
Thank you, Kay. Take care, guys.